a few command line in the Linux CentOS. Okay, we will just move forward with other commands. We will see today few more advanced commands. For that, let me connect with my instance. So to connect that, you can just directly access to this. All right, this is our instance, okay, and let me see who am I. So it will show you the user as well. Okay, so let me move to root user here. So to move the root user, you need to run the sudo su hyphen command. Okay, let me use the font as well. Just a bit. Okay. Right now I'm in the root, and you can just check it. Who am I? So right now it is a root, and also host name you can check. So this is our host name. Okay. So we created few users, okay, yesterday, and the thing is, see, let's say I ask you, how many users are there in this Linux environment, in this CentOS machine? How many users are there? So how can you check basically? How can you check how many users are there in this machine, in this system? Okay, so for that we have a specific file where we can go and we can check the all user entries. Okay, so for that I'll just show you one presentation. So this is the presentation where you can see here. So the first file name is /etc password and /etc group. So yesterday we saw that we have a root file system. In the root file system, we have one directory that is called etc. Inside etc, we have one file that is called passwd. Okay, so let me show you that in this environment. So how actually we display the content? How we display the content of the file? Cat command, right? So cat and just file name, and this is the. So if you see here, all the users, whatever we created, right? So this is the one which we created, this user. Okay, and another user is this is already there in this environment, and root user is this. Okay, so if you see this, there is a particular format is there. There is a specific format, and what is this format is? Only we have 3 users. You will see this user here only. Okay, so if you are saying other things, these are not the users. These are just information about other files or packages. These are not users. Only we have 3 users. One is Hitesh user, second is this Technoted, and third is root user. And how to see, I mean, what is this format is? So for that, let's see here. Okay, so if you just see this content of this /etc password wd or /etc group, we will talk about it. So if you want to check how many groups are there, so you can check with this command. Tail is the command basically which will tell you the total number of lines. If you want to check the number of lines, top lines, and it will tell you. Okay, so we will see that, but right now I'm just checking the entire content of this file, and here this is the Nitesh. Okay, this is the username, and this is the user ID. Okay, and this is the group ID, user ID, group ID, and this is the home directory for the user. Okay, and this is the shell which this user is using. Okay, so this is the information for this user, and similarly here also 1000 and 1001. Okay, so this is the particular format for /etc password. Okay, so this is the one, and if I just see that group one. So group, let me see. So this is the group. So how many groups are there? So you can see this is the one group, Nitesh, and another group is this techno there. Similarly, for root also we will have. So similarly, you have the group as well for the particular users. Okay. Got it. So this is the one. Okay. So this username, group name, you can check in this particular file format, and this is very important actually. So if you, let's say you are the new in the project, and you are playing around this Linux environment, and someone asks you to check the users, how many users are there, how many groups are there. So how can you check? So you have to just see the, you have to display the content of this file. For group, you can see this, and for users, you can see this. Okay. And here, if you see this X, if you are seeing this X as well, so X means this is the password, but this is in encrypted form. That's why you can't see this. Okay. So Nitesh, and this password, and the user ID, group ID, and home directory, and shell. This is the information about this complete file, complete detail about this user. Similarly for other users as well. In the group as well, you can see this is the name of the group. Okay. And this is the password for this user, and this is the group ID. Group ID, yes. So this is the group ID. Okay. So you can see 1002. Okay. For Nitesh, if I check, this is the group ID same. You can just match this. You can just cross check from both the files. What is the group ID and what is the user ID? Okay.
Sir, to check the files, it is etc means like cat etc password, sir.
For users, yes.
Okay,
For
for user
users, it
password.
is password.
Okay.
It is pass WD, not
Okay.
password.
Yeah. Okay.
And for group, it is group, etc group. Got it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So there is one more file slash etc shadow. Uh, you will not actually see this, but this is the one. Here also you will see the same information for the user, but if you see this one password, so this password actually it is in encrypted form, so you actually can't see this password. You can check all details from here as well, but this is not that much useful right now. The most useful files are slash etc passwd and group. Okay. Now we will talk about few more advanced commands today. Okay. So let's say I have a directory. So how we actually copy the file, how we move the file, and how we rename the file. Okay. These three operations we want to perform. First is copy, second is move, and third is rename. How we do that? So for that, actually, first I have to create a file. So let me create a one file dot file one dot txt. Right? I just created one file one dot txt, and I will create one more directory, mkdir. Okay, mkdir, and let's say data. Okay, I'm creating data directory here. So you can see that we have data directory, dir directory, and file one.txt is the file. Okay, even you can check all these details from here as well. ls-la. So if you don't want to check the hidden files, you can just remove this a. It will show you that. So let me just clear it and run it again. So these are the three things we have. One is data directory. Second is dir dir1, and third is file name, that is file1.txt. So right now my task is to just copy this file to this data directory, and if you want to check uh, is there anything inside this data directory or not, so you can just see this using ls and data directory name. So it will show you nothing because there is nothing in this directory. But let me copy this file. So copy means it will keep a copy of that same file in this directory. So copy CP. CP is for copy and name of the file. Okay, CP copy name of the file and the location. It means source and destination you have to mention here. Copy source and destination. So right now I'm just copying this one file only. So in this that where I am copying in this data directory. So mention this destination also. So CP means copy. I'm copying this file, that is source path, and this is the destination where I'm copying. Let me do that. I just done that. Okay. Now again let me check the data with this command ls data. So this time you will see that file. So it is copied. So it is copied in this directory. So CP command is basically for just copy the data. Let's say you want to copy the complete directory. So we have one directory here. See this. So we have one dir one directory. In this we have a multiple directories as well. So directory one, directory two. Then inside that we have files also. Okay. So it means right now you want to copy the complete data, I mean complete directories inside data folder. So how you will do that? This is very important here. What I'm telling, what I'm saying here, I want to copy this complete directory one, where I want to copy this to in this data directory. So if I just use simply CP and let's say dir one, this is my source, and where do I want to copy? Inside this data. So if I simply use this one, see this, what I'm getting, omitting directory one, because you can't actually copy you can copy the empty directory, but you can't copy the directory where you already have some data. So how can you how can you complete this task? So for that we have a one option that is called recursive hyphen capital R hyphen capital R. Recursively I want to copy what I want to copy dir and where I want to copy inside this data. Let's do that. And now this time I'm able to do that. Why? I'm recursively copying. Recursively means whatever directories are there already, all should be copied to this data folder. So now if I want to check the data folder, so I should get two things. One is file1.txt, which I earlier copied, and second is the newer directory which I copied now. Okay. So see this. So this one. So directory one is there and file one is there. Got it?
Yes, sir.
If any doubt is there, right? So you can ask me. I
Yeah.
don't have any issue in that. Yeah. Okay. But just make sure you are getting what I'm so if we are not doing with me simultaneously, that is also fine. You can just go through the recording or the command which I will share at the end of the session, and then you can practice, and the next day you can come with your doubts if you are not able to do that anything. Okay.
Okay.
So just try to capture what I'm telling you. Right. So copy CP we have seen. It means if you want to copy multiple directories which is not empty, you can use -r option. And if you want to just copy a single empty directory or empty folder or empty file or single file, you can just use CP without any options. Got it? Now, see, copy we have seen. Let's say I want to rename this file. How to rename? Okay, how to rename this file? So right now, let me move to this data directory. So how to move? CD command is there to move this inside data, and let me clear this screen. Okay, now let me do ls again. So I have two things here, file one and directory one. Now I want to change the name of file one to file two something, or maybe we can use any other name. So for that we have command mv then file one source file name and whatever name you want to change it. So let's say file two. So file one I want to rename it to file two. So file 1 should be renamed to file 2 here on the same location. So let me do that. Done. Okay. Now let me ls again, and you will see that now. So file 1 was replaced to, was renamed with the name of file 2. Okay. So mv is the command we can use for rename the files or directories. mv. Also, there are two things. mv command can be used to move the directories as well. Okay. How to do that? So let's say this is my file name. Now I want to move this directory. So move and file name, but where I want to move. So let me move it to one directory back. It means on the home folder. I mean one directory back. It means it will be outside of data directory. It means okay. So let me move. I done. So let me ls here. So right now, are you able to see the file 2.txt? No, right? Because I have moved it. I have moved it to outside of this data directory. And how to check that? So first you come out from there similarly, and here you should get file 2.txt as well. So this one, file 2.txt. So I moved it from data folder to my home folder.
Sir, MV means it is used for renaming and it is used to move also, sir.
Yes, you can use for move. You can use it for renaming as well.
Okay.
Both tasks can be done with the mv command.
Okay.
All right. So this is done. So mv renaming and moving and copying. These three things you got right
Yes,
now.
sir.
Okay. So now let me share this history as well with you. So you should this one. Let's do this. Today we started from here. Yes. So I've shared all the commands which as well. Okay, so now it's done. So we will learn now few other things, and let me tell you what we're gonna learn here now. So we will see the permissions, file permissions. Okay. So to understand file permissions, first you need to understand what are the file modes and what are the type of permissions are there. Okay. So just you can go through this PPT file permission one. So file permissions, or we called it file modes, specifies who can access or change or execute a file on a Linux system. Okay, so if let's say you have 100 users in your laptop, in your system, in your server, you also can log into the same server, and your teammates also can log into the same server. But you want to restrict the access on the files, because you don't want to ensure you don't want to give every permission to the each user. Okay, so you want to ensure that only authorized user and the processes can access the files and directories. Let's say you and me both are in the same team. Okay, and but you created few files which you don't want to give access to me for those files. So you can do this with the help of file permissions here, and each files and directory has a owner and group both. So whatever you create, each file has group and owner, and by default owner is the user who actually create the files, and the group is the primary group of that user. Understand? And
Yes.
we will see how to check the group and user both for the particular files and directory in a while. And the ownership of a file or directory can be changed only by root. So this is important here. So if you are using non-root users to change the directory or something, so you can't change that. You should be root, then only you can change the ownership permission for the particular group or files. Okay, so if you want to change the owner, ch own is the command. If you want to change the group, ch group is the command. We will see that each file uh, has the permission are assigned in the different categories of users. One is the file owner, second is the group owner, and third is the other. Okay, so others means anyone else or whole world can access that files, right? I'll show you in a while. So let first understand the permissions here, not just go there. Okay, so I have few files here. Let's say file 1, file 2. I want to check the permissions for this file. Okay, so let's see now. Let me do one thing. So just sudo, not sudo. Let's see ls-l and the name of the file. I want to check the permission for this file 1.txt. So here, what you are seeing, one is root, second is another root. So and first is just an just forget about this first actually right now. So this is just not this is not nothing. This is the basically link, and it has only one link for this file. That's why it is showing you one. They create a same file in the same path, so it will show you two here, but right now we have only one. So root is the username, another root is just group name, and this zero is nothing but it is the size of this file, and this is the time. Okay, and this is the name of the file. Okay, so who is the user for this file? Root. Who is the group for this file? Root. And size is 0 because there is nothing. Let me append some data. So I can use cat command to append something inside that. You will see the size now. Hello,
Oh, yes, sir.
I am learning Linux. I'm just typing few lines. Hello, learning tips like that. So I have just used two files, and let me display the data for this file, file1.txt, and I can see two lines are there. Now, if I check the again ls-l, so file1.txt, so you will see 55, 55. So what is this 55? It is a byte. So file size, it will show you in the bytes. Okay, for this file, it will show you in the bytes. So this is having 55 bytes data of the file. Now we will come to this point here. So what is this one? Hyphen read, I mean rw hyphen r. What is this? Let's understand. This is really important. This is really important in future where you are working. You will require this kind of thing. But I'll basically explain you in detail this one. So just a minute. I think I have one. That was good find. Uh, have fun permission, script presentation. So for permissions, ownership of Linux files, permission for any files or directories, whatever the special permissions are there, how you can change the permission, everything we will see here. Okay, so majorly we have three type of permissions for files or directories. One is read permission, R. You are seeing here this R, what it shows, R and W. Okay, R and W. R means read permission, W means write permission, and again in presentation, if I show you X is not there, but let me tell you, X means it is a executable permission. Okay, executable permission. So anyone can execute or not execute that file. You will see that. Okay. So read, write, and execute, three permissions we have for each files or directories. How can you differentiate whether the file, whether this is the file or this is the directory? So to differentiate, let me do one thing. So let me do ls-a for all the things. Just L. Okay. So here we have this data directory. We have directory one, and these are the two. What is this files, right? Uh, how can you differentiate whether this is a directory or not? So if you see this D starting of this one, right? Are you seeing this D?
Oh yeah.
So D means directory. It is the directory. If you are see D means directory. And also it is coming in the blue color. It means whatever you see in the blue color, it will show
Mm.
you as a directory. So another directory one is also, what is this? Directory. And file one, it is not a directory. It is a file. So it will show you just an hyphen. And file two also, it will show you hyphen. It means it is not a directory. So you can now differentiate between files and directories by the seeing this, you know, output, correct?
Mm.
Yeah. So read write you understood. We have two permission read write, but also we have this X you are seeing now is directory. So it means executable permission. Executable means who can execute. uh we will understand it, but let's say you want to execute the shell script. Let's say I have written one shell script and I want to execute that. So I can execute or not execute. It totally depends whether this shell script file has the permission for execution or not. So we can just manage that permission from here. Okay. Let's understand more on that presentation. So we have these three type of permission. R means read permission, W means write permission, and X means execute permission. And again, we have three parts here. One is owner permission, second is group permission, and third is other permission. So if you see this pattern, just see this in carefully. So what we are seeing here, this is the pattern. These three are WX, and again these three R and hyphen X, and again these three R hyphen X. So there are three sections. One is RWX3, second is R hyphen X, and the third is R hyphen X. There are three sections. So first section represents the owner. First represent the owner, and second represent the group, and third represents the others. So owner means, let's say, so any point you are not understanding, let me know. I will explain in detail or more.
Yes, sir.
So we have three things here: owner, and what was owner, group, and others. Three things. So first is owner. Owner means RWX. You are seeing this three after D, right? RWX. It means this owner has read permission, write permission, and execute permission. These three permission is contained by the owner. On who is the owner? This root is the owner.
Okay, sir.
And again, next three words R hyphen X. It means it is for group. And who is the group? Root is the group. And this group only has permission for read and execute. It does not have the permission for write. It means this group can't write anything in this file, in this directory. Okay.
Okay.
So another three. So read, and again they see others. So others means any other user or any other group apart from this root user or root group. They can only read and execute. They actually can't write anything in this directory. Okay. So
Okay.
you will understand better right now. So what? Let me do one thing. Uh, we can do one thing here. Let me change my user. So I'm just switching to Nitesh user. Right now, let me see Is there any file? No. So let me touch one file, touch, and let me see, Nitesh dot txt. Okay, so I just created a file. Sorry, yeah, I just created a file, nitesh dot txt. Let me see the permission for this. How can I check? ls-l. Okay, so right now what you are seeing, user is a Nitesh and group is also Nitesh. Okay, and this three, it means read write permission I have, and read write permission group has, and others only have read permission. Means others can't actually write anything in this file. Correct? Are you
Okay.
getting what I'm saying? It means these three differentiate like this: R, W, and hyphen. It means X is missing. X is missing means
They come.
execution is missing. Yes. So only owner has read and write permission. Owner can't execute this.
Okay.
Similarly, other group also, group has only read write permission. They can't have execute permission, and others can't actually write and execute. They can only read. Okay, so I've created this file, but let me again switch back to the root user, or not root user. Let me make it just let me exit from here, and let me exit from here as well. Okay, so I'm in the different user this time, but file is there. So how can I check this file here? So let me cd slash home and this Nitesh directory. So uh, I have permission denied here. So I actually can't go. So let me use sudo. Okay. So right now I am inside this directory. Let me do ls. Okay, one thing. So let me sudo. Just a minute. Let me make a root. Oh, it exited. So meanwhile, it is connecting. We also understand this in a different way. So you understood, right? We have an owner, group, and other permissions. Okay,
Yes.
and we can just see this like this way. So in this presentation, also it is showing read. The first hyphen means file type, whether this is a directory or file,
Mm.
and other three, write, w, and hyphen, it shows owner permission. So owner has only read and write permission there. Similarly, other r hyphen hyphen, it means hyphen hyphen means empty, you don't have the permission. So this group only has read permission, apart from this thing. And last one is other, so other only have read permission for this also. So r means readable, w means writable, x means executable, and hyphen means denied here. Okay,
Okay.
now now how to change the permission. So we have a command line that is called chmod. Chmod means changing file permission. Chmod means changing file permission. So with the help of this command line, we can actually change the permission for the files and directories. Okay, and how to change that? So to change those permissions for the particular files or directories, we actually can use the numeric words also. So numeric word means uh for, let me show you here. So it means we have some numeric words. Zero means no permissions. Okay, one means you have only execute permission. Two means write permission, only write permission. Symbol you can see that. Okay, three means you can add one or two. It means execute and write. So three means execute plus write. So if I use three, execute and write permission. If I use four only has read permission. Five means you can add three and two. Three has execute and write. Okay, and or maybe four or one you can add here. So read and execute. And six means read and write, and seven means read and execute both. Okay, so how to do that in action? So let's see. Just a minute. Let me sudo su hyphen. I'm in the root. Now let me see the file. Let me see the file ls-l and slash home slash Nitesh. This was the directory. So here we have one nitesh.txt. Okay. So nitesh.txt we have one file. Now what I want to show you here, how to actually change the files permission. So we can use ch mode, and I said you can use numeric words. So I said zero means no permission. So let me use zero for group, sorry, zero for owner, and zero for group, and zero for others. Okay, and now for which file? So let me use the path also, path, and the name of the file is nitesh.txt. Okay, let me do that. Now I ran this command ch mode 000 and the file path where this file exists. So see this carefully here. So right now, earlier I was having this read write and r permission, correct? Read write and r permission for owner, for user, and for group, correct? Now let me see this again permissions, whether I have the same permission or not. I changed it. I removed all permissions here. So it should show you hyphen 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 empty empty empty. Everything should be empty. See this. There is nothing right now. I use 000 means for three. The first would be owner, and next three would be group, and next three would be others. So no one has access to this file. No one has access to the file. Even user also don't have any access to this file. Okay.
Mm.
Now let me try to read that data. So can I read that? Okay. So for that, let me switch to Nitesh user. Okay. And I have this file here. Let me see the again data of this file. So there's no permissions. And what I'm trying to read, let me display the content for this file. So what we are getting here,
Permission denied.
permission denied. Why? Because right now there is no permission defined to this file. That's why you are getting permission denied.
Okay.
Got it? This is read permission. This is the read permission. Let me try to write something in this file. So how we write? Cat, and let me try to write something. So for this also, I'm getting permission denied. See this? I can't actually write. I can't actually read, and I can't actually execute also. So how can I give the permission for at least user, right? At least owner? So let's see. You see this here, ch mode, and we used earlier zero, right? Zero. See this pattern. Okay. So I want to allow read permission, read, and for whom? Only for owner. And apart from that, I just want to have 0 0 for rest of the others. So I can use 4. You can see this, you know,
Yeah,
4. 4
400.
means read permission. 4 means read permission. So 4, and 4 only for user. So others I'm taking 0 0. It means for others and group I don't want to have any permissions. And the path of the file. So path of the file is nitesh.txt. Let me run this command now. I'm able to successfully run this. Now see the permission again for this file. Earlier it was all denied. You can see hyphen 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 hyphen. Now this time you should see read, at least read permission. So first R means for owner, and who is the owner? Nitesh. You can see this. Nitesh is the owner. So for Nitesh user, who is the owner, and right now you can check who am I. So I'm the owner. I've created this file, so I'm the owner. And for this, I have read permission. So now let me try to read this data. Okay. So I'm able to run this command. Earlier I was getting permission denied because I was not having permissions. But right now I have permission. So I can run this time. Correct? So that is the use case for this permissions. Now you can do that, right? So even if I just try to execute something in this file, not execute, let me try to write this something. So if I try to write, I'm getting permission denied because I only have read permission.
Read
I don't
permission.
have, yeah, I don't have write permission. How to give the right permission now? Tell me.
Same, like we need to put ch
Yeah,
mode.
yeah.
Uh,
Tell me here
and
from here. What I have to write here?
write two.
I
Uh,
want to have read and write both.
read and write means six.
Six, correct. So for owner, what I can do run ch mode
Yes. Six
six
double
six
zero.
and zero for others and groups also zero and the name of the file for which you want to done. Now check the permissions again. So check the permission ls-l and check the permission. What you are getting right now? Read
Mm.
and write. Okay. Now if I try to write something in this file, so let's see. Now I am able to run hello world and enter and execute. Now you can see this data. Hello world. Correct. Okay. So this is the way. This is the way. And now I'll share this presentation to you also. So you see this, how many permission you want. Let's say I only given the permission for the user and others and groups don't have other permission. But let me switch to the new user. Switch to root, or just let me do one thing. Sudo su hyphen and just let me exit. So right now I'm in the root, and in this root I can just see again the permission from here. The file permission could be so not cat. I just want to see the permission, so I have to use ls
LS message.
hyphen l. So I can see now read write I have, but here root can do anything. So that's why you are getting this output here. Root can do anything. Let's say if I if I create one more user. So what is the command to add the user? User add, right? User add, and let's say John. I created John, and let me set the password for John. Password John, and I'm just taking in password. So now I have created new user, and let me log into the John user. Okay. Now, can I see the data for this, Nitesh? I'm just checking the file, this.txt, this.txt. See what I'm getting? Permission denied. Why? Because others don't have permission to list out that data. That's why I'm getting permission denied. Let's say I want to allow others to read. What I have to do here? Tell me.
Uh,
I want others to at least read the data.
okay,
Others to
so
read the data. Hmm.
we need to put 6, 0, and 4.
0, 6. Correct. You got it right. Okay. So let me do here 6, 0, 4, and name of the file. That is internet slash one Nitesh. Done. Now let's see the permissions here again with the ls-la and remove this 444 and see this. So what I'm having right now, read write for owner, group does not have anything, and others only have read permission. Got it?
Yes.
So let me log into John now this time. Zero, John. Okay. Now if I try to run this command, still it is showing me permission denied. Why? So let me try to run this with sudo password. Okay, so this is a new user, and there is a one more thing actually we need to do if you create any other new user. So this user can't list the any data here because this is not part of sudoers. So we will talk about it later. But anyways, so you have given the permission for the other users, and the other user will be able to read. Sorry, other users will be able to read that data. Okay, and also group also. So if you create a group, and you can make the group as well, you can create the groups as well. Okay. Okay, now we understood like how to provide how to give the permissions, how to retract the permission, everything. But right now, how to change the owner. Okay, so you want to change the owner for the permission, you want to change the group for particular file. How you can do that? So let me move to my user, that is Nitish, and here is the file. Okay, and in this file, if you see who is the owner and who is the group here.
Here, sir. Owner is Nitish and group is also
Yes.
Nitish.
So if I want to change the owner, so I have command chown, and basically what would the change? I mean, whatever you want to change it. So let's say I want to change the owner John for which file. So I want to change it for the nitesh.txt. Let me change that. So what I'm getting here, actually I can't change the user as I said earlier. So this is the point what I was discussing. So here, let me show you this. Yeah. So you can change the owner of a file by using chown command, but normal user can't do that. You should be root if you are changing the user for the particular file. You actually can't do that without any users. Okay, so here also you can see the ownership of a file or directory can be changed only by root using chown or chgroup command.
Okay.
And right now, who am I? So I'm the Nitesh. So that's why this operation is not permitted. That's why I'm getting this. So let me go to the root user. Let me exit from here. And right now, the similar command I can run chown. But before that, let's check the again chown/home/Nitesh and /Nitesh.txt. So right now Nitesh is the user and I want to change the user here. So how to change the user for the same chown and John. I want to change Nitish to John, user, only user. Okay. And let me give that file path. Done. chown John, done. Now let me check again. So what you are getting right now, who's the owner?
John.
John. Done. So now whoever is owner, they can read that file this time. Okay, so if you see, but this time you won't be able to do that because right now you should have to mention that user in the sudoers file. But let me try that whether this can do that or not. I'm in the zone. Even I can go to this or not. Cd home/Nitish. Okay, for this I don't have permission. I have to be sudoers. I have to be in the sudoers file. Then only I would have, because these two are the different users, and they actually can't go inside their each directories. So what we are trying to do here, we are going inside different directory that is having that is held by the another user. So that's why we can't actually go into the different directory in the Linux, and this is the most important security feature here in the Linux. So if you will try to go there, you won't be able to go. but let me try to get this directly for this also, which will show you the same. Yeah, I got it. So right now you actually can't see from the another user. There is a quick you have to do. You have to use root only in this case as of now. But in later case, I will show you one more use case where you can mention this user in the sudo file and you can run the command with the sudo. Okay, sudo means super user. Okay, so change owner you have seen, change owner you have seen. Now let's say I want to see ls l and slash home slash Nitesh slash Nitesh.txt. And right now John is the owner. And let me change the group as well. So to change the group, ch group, and let me change the John and file path. Done. Let me check that. So right now, who is the owner? John. And who is the group? John. So I changed both the things with the ch group and ch own command. These two commands are there. Ch own, ch group. So you can see this octal also. You can see the binaries also, and these are the strings, and these are the permissions. So if you use 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 0 1 1 1, so these are the binaries. Instead of using directly this octal, you can use binaries as well. Okay, and this would be, but easily, like if I tell you what is the easy thing here, so just use this directly zero, I mean whatever the numbers are there, right? This one 0 to 7, you can just use these octals directly instead of using binaries for that. That is really easy to just go with the permissions.
Yes, sir.
Even you can use the operators as well. So denotations you can use for users. Let's say I'll tell you. There are few examples, but this is not important here right now. But let me tell you that. So there is a file who has read write permission only for users. And if I just use chmod command with u plus, I can use notations also plus, and I want to add user. Okay, and for user, what I want to have read, write, and execute, these three, and the path of the file. So done. Read write execute plus means you are adding read write execute for the owner. So let me see. So you can see this. Read write execute is done for the users. Okay. So
Yes.
this is also be done plus minus whatever is there, plus minus and equal. These three things also can be done. Okay. Any questions from here? Whatever we understood today.
No, sir. I'm
No more.
clear. Sir. I don't have any doubt.
Okay. Great.
Sir, I have like I want like sir. After this Linux commands and CentOS, like usually for learning a Maven or Docker, usually how many days it will take? Sir, means like for one to.
Do you have any prior experience to that?
No, sir.
No.
No.
So maybe on Linux, we won't invest much time. So tomorrow, most probably tomorrow, it will be last class for Linux. I think we have already done 3 classes. and tomorrow will be last class for Linux. Okay, and apart from basic like whatever we use generally in a real time environment for the Linux, I have covered each and everything. But from networking point of view, there are few things you should know: how processes work, how to check the processes, what are the IP addresses, how to check networking port numbers on application, basically on runs on port numbers. So whether this is running or not running, you can check it. How to install the softwares, okay, and how to uninstall the softwares. These things we will cover tomorrow. And you said how long it will take to learn the Maven and Docker,
Means like
right?
usually, sir, means like probably how many days like the class will be for each tool, like.
Each tool, right?
Yeah.
So most probably it will be 3 to 4 class for each tool. Three,
Okay, sir.
four classes, yeah. Three, four, max to max 4 classes we will have for each topics.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. So I think around we have 7 to 8 topics. So 30 classes, most probably 30 to 35 classes will be there.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let me share this history as well with you. Hmm. Okay.
Actually, sir, they want means like they every week I need to update them, sir. Like, uh, so that's what I just asked.
For
Like,
whom? Whom?
uh, means that they were like, so what are you learning? So you need to like tell the like whom I if I means like I already have a DevOps like he's my means like he's my in charge, sir. So I need to update that guy.
No, from institute side or from
No,
your
sir. From the company.
company
Actually,
side?
yeah.
So you are working somewhere right now?
No, sir. I'm about to actually.
You're about to.
Yeah,
So
I'm.
this is kind of internship you are on?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Means
So
like
they are asked.
they're about to like hire, but they only have a DevOps position. So they wanted me to like have some basic knowledge, like basic things, so that they can help me out later.
Okay. So how long? I mean, how much time you have
Uh,
uh, for that?
Actually, I didn't get the offer letter, so I'll get it by I think July ending.
July ending.
Yeah.
So till then we can complete. We will be completing completely this syllabus and everything. So definitely I can say whatever I'm teaching you, right? So you can if you go through the all the topics, all the points, so you will get not just basic. You will get more good understanding on this DevOps and this cloud technologies. And they said you to learn it, right? So that's fine. I mean, if they are asking you, so
Uh,
you just update it like I have learned the Linux here and I've gone through this topics and all. And if we are learning Git and maybe do you have idea about Git or
uh,
GitHub?
yes, sir. Means like I never used it, but I know it is for means like version control means like it's used for code
Mhm.
updating and
Okay, so
means
quickly
I know
actually Git
what it is
Git.
used.
Hmm?
I don't know like how to use it, but I know what it is for and like that.
All right, all right. So I think that's what why I'm asking actually. So Git and GitHub also part of this syllabus. So if you had already prior experience on that, so we can quickly cover. But let's that's fine. Okay, so I will show you what basically we use in the Git and GitHub. Most important things you should know. So we'll cover those only. We will not actually go in deep. Otherwise, you see, uh, each topic required at least 10 to 12 session if we go in the deep. Okay, for each topic. So we don't have that much time. We have to cover it. What is important for the industry and what is industry is looking for. So that's
Yes.
what we are covering right now. And
Okay, sir.
you can always connect with me if you have any other doubts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, all right then. Tomorrow we will complete Linux and then we will start the Git and GitHub and then we will come to the Maven. Okay, after that.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
We will
Yeah.
connect tomorrow. Okay,
Okay, sir.
sir. Hello, hello, hello. Are you there? Aditya?
Yes, sir.
No, actually tomorrow is the weekend.
Okay.
So you will be available on what time?
The same time I'll be available, sir. Means like if you're like you can means actually weekends I don't have any classes, sir. You can uh,
You
tell me,
you
sir.
don't have any classes on weekend, right?
No, sir.
So what
Uh,
if we connect in morning tomorrow around 10 in IST? Is that fine? It will be around I
11:30
don't
in the
know,
evening, sir. Sir, can we connect at 9 o'clock, sir, for you in the morning?
tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Means
In
it will
morning
be 10:30 for me night. So yeah, in the morning
okay.
9 a.m. sir for you.
Or in evening? What about the evening? Your morning.
Uh, Evening anytime I can connect, sir.
Evening?
Anytime I can
8
connect.
anytime.
Yes, sir.